abusuafo for ebe mo bibia akwa abashonko so e de aba Ghana Politics Avenue. So you should be as afi enu abujumadi kesi we so obe like you obe share no subscribe to the channel na sane be ya political trending news bia ekotri cover me bia no G Political Avenue so na Japan is abusuafo ni tifo ye de ba person mo ene ye call political highway so na yen bebre ni aso akote ebi ni say Abronye di sin sense me ya ni guso I was we see Abronye say on didi obe ma kom ekuno e wo be IG you want na koto no see an so no air police for HM say when didi dia embo as see an omo na kasa so on didi Mahama eba betiam ni buo fie pa achum say masa ba bia oda no kra na ne bonjo so omo fa ne furu o enfa ne nko Nsawam right the way enya asem to Akroma for menjo bibiara mrembo so men so bibiara so mpi wa catch you ho no and was at one and say masa ba bia Abronye than there he's at the right place but and he doesn't deserve to be there as see no catch and say on fa ne nko Nsawam enya asem to Akroma for enjo bibiara mrembo so yen so bibiara so mpi e shom se mo ba mi akọ na e dia so akwakuti e dia okafa mido bibias
Abronye on hunger strike. Lawyer say Abronye say on didi. Ready. I am mangaza mushe soap opera too much. Some mangaza mo time na samere e visit kunkumbajia e wo India chese enkwase mangaza no concert ya mo de ye say Abronye say on didi. Ne aduane kura nso ye. Ye na kura ye ndi na mo fo Abronye nkoto Nsawam a mo de GI police headquarters. Mo fo nkoto Nsawam 1 week. Not na ho. Yes, Abronye say on didi. Na me on didi am ye call fam ho. Upon just on we banje ho what is my problem with that? Abronye say on didi. What's the big deal? Because obian deny eduane. We Abronye na ngasa ne well. Yama oduane osimindi. It means ne well ono anakumem no say ondi. Inti comedy na obebo punum. Comedy Abronye obebo punum se mumma me aduane ndi. It is Abronye every ni pem na so on didi. What is the big deal here? Ono na se onni enye se obi aso ne mene ene se Abronye aduane ye ma wundi osimi ndi. It is Abronye se on didi a ye won kofo pe aduane di o mumo jimi o. Now Jade bi see outside the courtroom. I keep telling MPP for yeah there. Oh, can I because with your batem? We mukwifuo we mukwifuo. Omo motu mukura ntumi mfu. Omo du omo highest peak. Omo highest peak ni ene penti omo ni mabegina omo highest ni. Omo si so this is the time omo so omo ho ayefe. Omo bankran. Mukwifuo. Me humbo die for. Omo ntiase. They don't understand what is going on. Party no ejimi omo they don't get it. Namba we oni omo da hwa homachi na ohiram gu so a hwoma no. Obeka we di obatem na oyiri nie unua ba nie. Na se sebio wote wona wo hwe no na wo na wo yem ba nie a obebusa say mukui we me wo ne de ne ye den. Mumbusa omo best ni omo pick no modu no. Because you're ladies of MPP. Oh, okay, so guess what you about them. This is where the problem is. So because they feel say, yeah, Jimmy, they don't even understand. They don't get it. Bakuni masa puma. Bakuni masa puma ya Jackchan mu use Jackchan puma. Na ni parfum e tumi kotina TikTok no kasam tantanta ya ahwenye kura hu omo na ahwenye adwane we mo ahwenye ehu omo na ahwenye adwane na wo ya ahwenye abegu we ase This is what I talk about. MPP omo Jimmy listen.
And NDC youth organizer. And now you NDC youth organizer where IGP. And to the open view of Bayama, we live to see. Send a medical kind. Send the Bodiano, Uncle and Giotto. Saturday, go confused with that. From Mama, no one knew what they began. Overcome 100 years in power. MPP as a political party. Yes, you're about to know. Never. Why a dear? The MPP back. Let's see a tray of Bobra. Yedi. You're pastor of MPP back. No, Commander Meba. MPP youth organizer. Now on your police, we will make sure obey your police because your police for her or say police attack there. What can you buy NDC youth organizer on your police? You got on the money, Mama catch it at him for say, oh, we know, Sakawa. Police and Chomo. As okay, and I'm gonna have free the idea. I catch on say. Then you 2028 the about power. That's about power. The Akosui media form we are dancing for. You perceive to way better say in fact, you buy more than 100 times the end is for you. So I'm in Uncle because when we come back to power, we will do the same thing to them. You bet you be in fact, you better make sure the Ghana no, you bet you the young to me. You better the boy 8 years. Yajobia, Yanya Bonibia, Yanya the Bonibia, as a son on Baya. Not Ghana police is so any yet must be a professional. No by yet Mama and this we are there, you are waiting for them 2028. Inshallah. You buy more than 200,000.
This is where the problem is. You buy Bamu, Yanya Bonibia, Yancho Bia, Mike Sebio, Eteni, Oyana Mama Kobo form, Allah Wakuba, Yanko Pontian Empire, Shanabasa. Emumba Jimmy. Emumbe me Jimmy. And they be America. And tough when be no more MPP muno. Omwe Jimmy had to the point they said they want to prove themselves. When we say Abronye ye chi no go jina court, when we say Gabi ochida akwa ba o. And so say bi o 10 year boy bi ejina oka say achemfo ye sakawafo. Me say when we say Gabi ochida akwa no so ye achemni no. When we so abegina o say obeka say obi aka say tia achemfo. When be di etu o ho no mo. When we Akroma say ogina ho bi. Omo ana omo ye integral member of Bawumia ne Akuffo Addo aban. When we say obi gina ho. No. We mu ne di omo ye nkwase adwuma. We mu. Ade be kye ne akye na. Na kwase we ni momobo. Adan we kise ko hwe fie ohia ni ba. Now ECG no ya beti ye say containers bi a ECG de ba Ghana containers no 1347 ayira. The current energy minister Mr. John Jinapo abeka che Ghana for say sa containers we ayira di obeto ye no e kire say MPP abreso na sa containers ni nyina ayira. Now ende the minister at the committee bi now oti committee no or taski omo say omo investigations into ECG any containers ayira any the crime akoso. Yani we are always ahead of everyone. We have been able to intercept the investigations, report, 103 pages, 103 pages. And what's our report? The report has 103 pages. This is the report. Investigative reports on Electricity Company of Ghana's container hold-up at Temaport and related procurement issues. That's one made a report for the first time in Ghana. Minister Nkwa Humbe Junior because hey, Kevin Taylor be hard guy, yeah. Because baby I'm go print report no. Sa baby I'm printing no. Me wa kwala bi wo ho. Enti report man printing or dem nko am printing no baby there. Me wa kwala wo ho. So minister na anadwo because hey ade a me kutema me pese obi abehu no. Report no has 103 pages. Report no it is packed. Me be show part bi o report nim. Me wi na ma publish amamo. Asiafo MPP for na mudi omochi. Afenyo Markin is a criminal. Politics per this report, he's a criminal. Per this report, per this investigative reporter, John Jinapo, the Minister of Energy. Eka say committee ni no. Per the me who report him. Afenyomakin is a thief. He needs to go to jail. It was the same Afenyomakin was telling us to say. Finance Minister Akuffo na or J instructions to free the boss. Yes, a tech ho. Sign a document. Afenyomakin was in Parliament saying say Yenjeli. Akuffo who even took permission. And the boss back court because say yes, I instructed him. No, Afenyomakin was saying say Yenjeli ato kwasia. Afenyomakin today onuna or initiative chrono. He needs to go to jail. He's a thief or a dirty, despicable, filthy thief. Nobody should pay attention to that idiot. Now, the minister said something in Parliament.
As Minister for Energy and Green Transition, currently my vision is simple. I want all the 1,346 containers accounted for. 1,346 containers. Whatever it takes, I'll bring those containers to where they ought to be. Mr. Speaker, let me set the record straight. And if my good friend, Professor, will listen to me, there's not been any inconsistency. At the transition committee, Honorable Yarga was there. They gave us a figure of 3,000. Then they told us it had incurred demurrage of 1.5 billion. I was sworn into office on the 17th. On the 24th, I visited the harbor. At the harbor, I was told the containers were 2,500. That is what aroused my suspicion. I didn't say at the harbor that the containers are 2,500. I couldn't have counted 2,500 containers instantaneously. And so from 24th, I went to brief the president on 27th. And by 31st, I had established this committee. There was media coverage. And we took Professor Senyo. He's a chartered procurement expert. The report was submitted just this week. It was during the presentation of the report that the committee told me that contrary to the figures they were giving you, over 1,300 containers cannot be accounted for. These are the facts and nothing but the facts. Mr. Speaker, these are the facts. So those who are on social media and trying to play the political game, let me assure you, it will not deter me. Yesterday, when President Mahama called me, his message was simple. Jinapo, you have my full backing, go the full throttle. And that is exactly what we are doing. We've already arrested some Chinese nationals. We are on the trail of some Indian nationals who have bolted. But you know, this is a house of record. And so I'm being very, very cautious. I've received a lot of briefing. And I'm getting to know those who are behind it. This has been going on for years. I will stop that and it will stop right now. But Mr. Speaker, it's not just going to stop. We shall retrieve the containers of the materials. We shall prosecute the perpetrators, and we will prosecute the perpetrators, and we will sell the rods to recover the cost.
That is your able energy minister. I say, time I'm taking over now. Figures are MPP for the Maomono. It was wrong. A port who said no. Figures some of the more papers, no. It is not what he's seen at the port. So he went back and said, no, I want to know more. In fact, from what you told me at the transition meetings, Oka said the colleagues no more, no, 3,000, no, or could report one, it wasn't 3,000, it was 2,500. And I said, no, it means more work needs to be done to get to the bottom of it, because at the transition level, no, MPP forecast said 3,000. You better report 2,500. Also, on to me, and also, and containers 2,500. And Oka said, an audit must be done. Audit na yani nemuno and the IGP has said, 1,347 containers. Ayra. Now, so 3,400, 1,347 containers are here. Then I was here as a nation. Because remember, Nansean yede jakpa. Nansean yede ato force go jina court. Godfrey Dame MPP afenyo kimujina parliament ka say ato force nkra eje instructions every ni boss se tekpe ho and or sign document na ambulance ne ba ya yenche jakpa yenche ato force na yenjeli omo afenyo making said it in parliament. This was ato force who took instructions from his boss se tekpe. And no, after Market can say it is important we clean the system and we make sure corruption is uprooted. And so I won't take the air canasia ECG chrono na costono from 2022. Maybe I show the report no investigations no no what they uncovered or what they discovered. Abema wuyemu be show. And before I start no maybe say show adiebi. Now you see this man. Your friend Afenyo Markin. Onine the leader of the pigs or the piglets minority in parliament. Sa man Afenyo Markin we Akuffo Addo appointing say onina embeye den board chair of ECG July 2024. Now, before Afenyo Markin, appointing another man we know your friend Kelly Gajepo. Kelly Gajepo. Man we say unimna the first day Ghana 14 din na ya mena me boni din PDS scandal so. PDS energy, PDS Ghana electricity deals are Bawumia ko sign ye over $500 million are omudi ye Gabi Ochedako me born audio bumpty. Any ayede ayensumuno PDS na me breaky in collaboration with ayede Herald newspaper Larry Dogbe you breaky PDS a save Ghana scano. This man Kelly Gajepo me na me body din first Emma Ghana for who say nipa bi sa e Ghana ono na ye ECG board chair mysteriously April 19 2024 right before election April and also are resigning. Ghanaians asked Kelly Gajepo say why have you resigned? What am I reason? Also are resigning as the board chair of ECG. Oko ICGC. We ewifo nkwa. E wana kenofori atasoko. Almost of ni papa no sheketins no. I friend Mensa Otabe no. The sheketins na oreke kansem hunu no. Political pastor no. Ono na ye ma boy bi ko jail. Okotina bank board so omko wie sika ema young man bi ko jail. Sa man your friend Mensa Otabe. He was part of that board that mismanaged the bank's money for a young man, innocent man, to go to jail, for him to still be practicing and taking offering every Sunday. Your friend Mensa Otabil. Now, sorry, Bani. So, Kelly Gajepo, April 9th, and also on Jumani, he's resigning as the board chair of ECG. Ya born busani bibia. Ya born busani say, Kelly. I'm sorry, my team, they are sending me something. Ghana for Busa Kelly, say Kelly.
Currently, my vision is simple. I want all the 1,346 containers accounted for. 1,346 containers. Whatever it takes, I'll bring those containers to where they ought to be. Mr. Speaker, let me set the record straight. And if my good friend, Professor, will listen to me, there's not been any inconsistency. At the transition committee, Honorable Yarga was there. They gave us a figure of 3,000. Then they told us it had incurred demurrage of 1.5 billion. I was sworn into office on the 17th. On the 24th, I visited the harbor. At the harbor, I was told the containers were 2,500. That is what aroused my suspicion. I didn't say at the harbor that the
show be on your media about between so it will be a Hanum Air Ghana Politics Avenue. So Uguzu heard media, you know, a Marin fee said media banner over like you subscribe to the channel. na wahye ama wonua no mobusuafo namfofo nso nsa etumi aka edwumadi a yedi Ghana politics avenue so ha ene the politics trending news eba abedom mobusuafo bido bibia se na afi so makram